Hey everyone, this is Jason Berg, Project Manager at WDDinc, and I'm making a video today on behalf of our 403 Web Security Division on a way to, in a non-intrusive manner, see if your website is potentially vulnerable to SQL injection. And quick disclaimer here, I am not writing this video for people to go off and try to hack everyone's website. I'm trying to find a way where someone who has a website that you may be worried about with all the stuff in the news today that you could be vulnerable to some of these attacks, SQL injection being one of the prevalent ones, and without knowing very much developer code and having no developer tools at your disposal, is there a way just using your website for you to see if you're at all vulnerable? So I'm going to walk you through a website here that was live that you could actually do some SQL injection on. I'll walk you through the process of how you may find whether you can do SQL injection or not, and we'll see what happens here. So one of my favorite places to attack is a recover your password. The reason is it's not reset your password, it's recover your password. So you're pretty much guaranteed here that they will be accessing the database to retrieve a password based on the input of email here. You're going to enter an email address, send password, it would pull the password out the database and send it to you. So this looks like an excellent place to try to attack. So we'll start first by just clicking the send password with no input here, just to see what result we have in an error state. If you notice here, just a blank screen, the rest of the screen's blank. I'm not going to show off the rest where there could be any actual business data or anything, but the screen is blank. It was relatively instant, remember that for later. So we're back to the recover your password here. And so let's start by just seeing if we can do some SQL work. So we'll put a single quote, which means just end whatever input field this is. So it will be like it's a blank email. Then we'll put a semicolon to end this current SQL statement that they're running. And then we'll put 2 dashes. That means comment out anything after this. So again, the single quote will end the input for the email field, hopefully. We'll semicolon to end that statement, and then we'll put 2 dashes to comment out the rest of the stuff. So let's go ahead and send password and see what we get. In a best case scenario, this would either give us an error message saying it's not a valid email, or we would just see that blank screen again or something along those lines to kind of indicate that the input's being sanitized and nothing's being run. The worst case is we'll actually get some information that will tell us that we're on the right track and we could be doing some SQL injection. So let's go ahead and send that password. And I'll pull the window over a bit. So you can see here we actually got an error message. It says procedure function SP stored procedure get new password expects parameter at password. So it looked like it tried to execute our SQL command, but the stored procedure it was calling was expecting a parameter we didn't give it. So let's go ahead and pop back over to where we were here, and here's our input that we were just doing. So let's go ahead and give it a parameter. So we'll put a comma, because the first one we assume was email, is looking for another one. And then we'll just put a blank password. So in this case, it's ending the email, we're not putting one. And then there's a blank password here, ending the command, and then 2 dashes to comment out whatever else it could be doing. So we'll go ahead and send this and see what happens. Hey, it actually ran that successfully. So the stored procedure ran. It went right to that same, we didn't enter an email address field, and blank screen. So we are on the right track. So it looks like it is running our SQL commands. We found how to successfully execute this one. So after this, now let's see if we can do something to prove that we're actually running SQL statements on here. We'll do something completely non-intrusive. My favorite command for this is a wait for delay. And then you can specify in hours, minutes, and seconds, just a delay to run. So we left what we had here, ending the email command where it would retrieve your password, which just kind of does nothing. It returns a blank screen. And then we're going to throw in a delay, and then we're going to comment out the rest of stuff. So if this is truly SQL injection where we're able to run SQL commands on their SQL server, the expected result here is when we click this send password, instead of instantly going to that blank screen we've been seeing, we would see a 10-second delay, and then the blank screen would appear. So I'm going to go ahead and click send password right now and move the mouse out the way. So I'm not clicking anything here. It's running in the background here. You can count to 10 yourself, or we can just kind of wait here and see what happens. Hey, there's our blank screen. So we successfully SQL injected by putting in a just non-intrusive delay into this recover your password box. ending their current statement and then running this statement, commenting out the rest of the code. So if we were a hacker and we were trying to be intrusive, we could then change this command to do all sorts of mischief. Drop your database, potentially start trying to retrieve some information. There's no results coming out of this, so retrieving information may be hard, but again, you're executing SQL commands that a user inputs against your database. So this is a bad thing. We don't want to see this happen. So hopefully this helps someone. Test out your website, see if you can figure it out. If you need any help, drop me an email. 403 WDDinc.403 offers a free web security scan. We have an automated scan tool that will go through and look for any vulnerabilities you may have. We can get our developers involved and help you out, looking to try and make this world a little more secure place. So hope everyone enjoyed, and have a great day. Bye.